Good day and welcome to the Manila Times, where we bring you stories that shape our world. Today is July 11th. Our top story. Burnt human remains were found in Taal Lake during the ongoing effort to find the missing sabongeros. The remains were found by the Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group near the shore. The sack of suspected human remains was turned over to the forensics experts first to confirm if it is indeed human, and second, if it matches the DNA of any of the missing cockfighting enthusiasts. The Justice Department, in cooperation with the Philippine Coast Guard and the PNP, recently began the search for the remains of the 34 missing cockfighting enthusiasts. Whistleblower alias Totoy earlier said that the bodies of the missing sabongeros were dumped in Taal Lake. Over 15 rogue police officers are being investigated for their involvement in the disappearances. In other developments, President Bongbong Marcos is scheduled to visit the U.S. and meet with President Donald Trump following the U.S. imposition of a 20% tariff on Philippine exports. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro confirmed that President Marcos will visit Washington, D.C. on July 20 to 22 to hold trade talks and to have their first bilateral meeting with President Trump. Special Assistant to the President, Frederick Go, and other members of Marcos' economic team are scheduled to fly to the U.S. as well. The U.S. is a crucial export market for the Philippines, accounting for 17% of the country's exports in 2024, according to the Trade Department. In other news, still reeling from a series of fuel price hikes, motorists are bracing for yet another round of petroleum price increase next week. Diesel prices are expected to increase by 1 peso and 30 centavos to 1 peso and 50 centavos per liter, while gasoline will increase by 60 centavos to 80 centavos per liter. Local oil industry sources says this is due to the global market reacting to the stronger demand and renewed geopolitical tensions. Moreover, Jetty Petroleum President Leo Ballas says fuel prices are also caused by the U.S. tariffs that affected global economic growth. Furthermore, energy giant Meralco flips the switch and announces higher electricity rates. The overall rate for a typical household rose by 48 centavos per kilowatt hour, which brings the bill to 12 pesos and 64 centavos per kilowatt hour, coming from a 12 peso and 15 centavo per kilowatt hour in June. Meralco spokesperson Jose Dariaga said this would bring a total increase of around 98 pesos in the total bill for houses consuming 200 kilowatt hour per month. The power distributor cited higher generation charge as the main factor behind the increase, driven by expensive fuel costs. For news overseas, U.S. top diplomat Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov held frank talks on the Ukraine war. During the meeting, Lavrov shared new ideas on resolving the conflict with Ukraine, which the U.S. Secretary of State promised to present to President Trump. The pair met hours after Moscow struck Kyiv for a 7th straight night. The United Nations said the number of victims from Russian attacks was at its highest level in 3 years. Excellence took center stage as the Philippine girls under-12 chess team won medals at the 23rd ASEAN Plus Age Group Chess Championship. The team bagged 2 silver medals and 1 bronze medal. The chess team was composed of skilled 12-year-olds, Jen Subia of Cabanatuan City and Mary Janelle Tan of Cagayan de Oro City, as well as 11-year-old Thea Grace Clar of Iloilo City. The competition was held in Berjaya Hotel in Penang, Malaysia. That's all for now on the Manila Times Newscast. For more news and information, read the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And be part of our communities on Viber, Telegram, and Mastodon. Stay tuned for more updates throughout the day, and remember to stay safe, stay informed, and stay connected. I'm Alan Limos. Good day.